That
There. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get the camera rolling. Let me introduce myself. Hey guys, this is India with Black Petersburg. I am here with the legend. This is so happenstance. I was headed home and I feel like God had our paths aligned. Mr. Richard Stewart is the acclaimed mayor of Pocahontas Island. We are sitting in front of one of many properties that he owns, that he is managing himself, and that he decided that it was important enough to preserve our history for future generations like mine and the next. So I wanted you guys to meet him. If you're not here in Petersburg and you plan to visit by way of the work that you see us doing here with Black Petersburg, stop by Pocahontas Island. Definitely Google search Mr. Richard Stewart. It's tons of articles out there to give you the full scope of the work that he has been doing for decades. But Mr. Stewart, the pressing question that I keep getting, as I was explaining to you before, is, it's this entire island is Black. It's Black owned. All these properties are, I have to assume, paid for. There's no mortgage on them.
No mortgage.
How can we, as private citizens, those of us who have no political interest, those of us who do not come, bearing gifts with some private agenda, if we just want to see the work that you do continued, give us our instructions. What should we do to assist and support?
Well, I thank you. My objective is, before I die, I'm getting old, to restore almost all this property I own, dating from 1831, 1833, and 1837. And some of this property is in the route of the Underground Railroad that came through here. There's a story that goes with each property over here, and that is why I'm working on it right now, to restore it. Property on every street. On First Street, I've already restored a house on the First Street by Pocahontas, signs of the oldest Black community in the USA. Now, I have gotten some funding from certain groups, like some children from Richmond. They gave me a donation through GoFundMe page. Richard Stewart Pocahontas Black History Museum GoFundMe. They have given me money. So then there's people that have come by just to visit. They gave me donation, but it hadn't been anything very outstanding. The best donation was given to me by the kids was $3,200 to $3,400, and I have used most of that. But I'm taking my money, and I'm still working on this property. I'm planning to work on it until the day I die.
So if someone watches this and they are a skilled contractor, can they come down here and help you with donating? Like, I'm friends with Kelly over at Habitat for Humanity. Can we donate building supplies? Can we donate our time and labor to help you fix it up? Like, what can we do as a community under the direction of Black Petersburg so that it all doesn't fall on you to do?
Before I have to sit down and talk to what it is and how to approach it.
Okay.
Because there's so many things now that people suing you. You can get sued for certain liability things. Somebody fall on the property, somebody do this on the property, and so forth and so forth. That's why I'm very careful about doing that, because I think I had one time some soldiers were supposed to come by and help me. They never showed up, so I'm very careful about this property, because during the time the tornado came through here in 1993, we had some people to come in to help redo this property. Even the Mennonites came in. So you have to be very careful. And I'm very appreciative for anybody that want to help me, but I first like to sit down and talk to them.
I can understand that, and that's wisdom, because we've organized other community service projects, and that is the biggest concern when you have kids and you have a lot of volunteers that want to help. But if somebody gets sued, it's you.
It's me.
So I understand that.
It's me.
So we'll definitely keep that into consideration. I have another question for you, Mr. Stewart, that I left with the first time I met you, and I went and I talked to some other folks in the community. By me not being from Petersburg, I had the privilege of getting the story the first time. Whether or not it's the right story, but I at least get it fresh perspective. So what happens you know, Lord forbid. I mean, we pray when somebody does work the way you've done work, that your days here are long. When it is time for, you know, you to move on, what is your succession plan with the things that you've collected, and preserving them, protecting them? What do you have in place for that?
This is part of my daughter inheritance. I have a daughter that lives in Chesterfield, and matter of fact, she gave me a donation for Christmas as a gift. She gave me a $500 donation towards the museum. So it's something I can pass on to her. That is why I got 2 of my nephews helping me right now. I'm trying to get these family in the right frame of mind to take over once I'm gone.
I can understand that.
For repairs and different things like that, because I have a large family, and I got some very skilled folks in the family, but most of them working a full-time job, and still they try to most time give me the weekend if they, you know, got off. So really, in reality, for his will and who this property is going to, it's going to my daughter. My daughter, especially my daughter.
What's her name?
Her name's Cynthia Stewart Mason. She lives in Chester, Virginia.
Wonderful. What's your vision down here? I've spent a few hours riding around.
What's my vision?
Yeah, what you've been here, and you've put your hands in the soil here. You saw this before, or you obviously, you know, many years from now, when Petersburg's landscape changes, what do you envision this community becoming?
My vision is that with I-95 passing here, and the riverfront property is some of the most valuable property, and they keep on talking about bringing a casino to Petersburg. If they bring a casino to Petersburg, and out of the nation see Pocahontas, they're gonna want Pocahontas.
Correct, I agree.
It is a perfect space, you know, because every week somebody come over here wants to buy something.
Correct.
Some folks in the Surrey. Now, something we never had, not up against them. We just had a Mexican family to move in here. Probably about less than a year ago. So they're here, they ain't going nowhere. So like I said, during slavery, and after it was a diverse neighborhood, but I'm looking for it to become a diverse neighborhood, and the buildings and so forth, the real estate tax gonna get so high.
I agree.
Until a lot of the older people over here cannot afford this property.
I agree. So you envision preserving the entire community as it is, or allowing developers to come in and buy all that land over there?
What is this thing called gentrification? What is something?
Gentrification? Yeah, we're undergoing it right now. It's when, you know, the property tax gets so high, and elderly or property owners who've been used to a property maybe worth $30,000, $40,000. You're right. Yeah.
Absolutely right. That's what gentrification. This place is the perfect place because you got rail service. You got.
So you're for gentrification?
Huh?
Are you for it?
No, I'm not for it.
Oh, okay.
This is my heart and soul here. This is my history. This is my promised land.
Yeah.
This is land that was passed on to me by my ancestors, dating back from hundreds of years down.
Yeah.
And they went and wanted to make sure I got the land.
Yeah.
And the houses and everything, because they said I was going to do something with it. And I tried to live their dream.
So just restore the property as is, and allow the people to come and visit. And and as far as because what I noticed is that it's a lot of waterfront property over here that doesn't have anything on it.
Yeah.
Who owns all of that?
I own most of it.
You own the vacant lots over there? Oh, I didn't know that.
See, I own that. I bought that because before the tornado, a man had a junkyard there, and he wouldn't let us walk to the river.
I read that.
And I said, if I ever had a chance to buy that land, well, never again would they deny me, deny my folks walking to the river. Never again.
Let me see if she's gonna turn around. Since we're taping. Okay, she's okay. She's gonna turn around. Okay, so so if someone was interested in buying your land over there, how can they go about talking to you about what they want to do with it? Or
I wouldn't talk to them. It's not for sale.
Okay. Will it ever be for sale?
I don't know that. Not as long as I'm living, it's not for sale.
Okay. No, that's fair. All right. So with the the way it is now, how many properties are you responsible for maintaining?
I got about 8 or 9. My daughter
Houses, right?
My daughter own about 5 or 6
combined. So it's 13 properties.
More than about 13 or 14 properties.
that are still structures.
Yeah, we own it.
Okay.
We own, best well said, another over 1/3 of this place.
Okay.
We own property on every street.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Okay, I didn't know you own the land. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you said that you have a GoFundMe. Is the website, like, how do we, as a community, support the efforts that that you've done in your lifetime to get us here?
Well, if somebody want to donate to GoFundMe, I'll take the money and continue to work.
Okay.
But if somebody want to come by and visit the museum and want to talk to me and make an on-site donation, give me a call, 804, 804-426-5306.
804-426
5306.
5306. So they call, make an appointment with you, and then they can make an on-site donation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Certainly.
All right. Well, those are the questions I had. Did you
right.
have any final remarks or any questions for the city of not city government of Petersburg, but the residents of Petersburg? Any message that you want to give us?
I like to know, how do people see Pocahontas from
the outside?
On the other side of the bridge, I call it. On the outside.
If I can give you this, I'm gonna give y'all this too, because I spent days. We passed out PTG merch a couple weeks ago all through here. I was trying to understand the landscape. I was trying to understand why like the history. I was reading all your articles. As an outsider, I've only been in Petersburg 4 years. As an outsider, I share your vision. I see it as being one of the most promising pieces of landmarks that the entire country, if you're African American, you should come here and you should visit it as is. And I think that they should give you the money to preserve it so that they are true it's a representation of what it looked like 100, 200, 400 years ago. I don't think you should bulldoze this and build up high rises or build up. I think we could have a Black Williamsburg here. I think we could have plays here. I think we could have, I just, that's what I saw. It took me a couple hours to sit here and see that, but I see it as an opportunity to put the money in a man's hands that people don't do what you've done. That's what makes it so remarkable, is that you did it on your own time, your own dime, and you did it slowly. But you accomplished something in your lifetime that many young people my age are not patient enough to try to accomplish. So you've done it for us, and I don't think you should sell it. I don't think you should give it away. I don't think it should lay destitute like it is now.
You're right.
I truly believe that you have an enormous opportunity in your lifetime. You will not. This, yes, will be your legacy to pass on, but if Black Petersburg has anything to do with it, we're going to see it that you get some help and some change so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what I want to see.
Well, I thank you.
And I know you want to see that.
Yeah,
I mean, this has been years of people talking.
I was orphaned by the time I was 17 over here.
Yeah.
So I've been taking care of me ever since.
Yeah, and you've been taking care of us.
Yeah.
You've been taking care of us.
See, my ancestors and people.
I mean, I read articles where you picked up slave shackles.
Yeah.
You could have sold this stuff. You could be living on an island somewhere.
You're right.
So you did this.
I get calls every day. People want to buy this land. I tell them, if I accept your $1 million, $500,000, where can I live? I don't know where I can live at. My quality of life and the way I just can't live no more. This is just who I am.
Well, Mr. Stewart, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
This is who I am.
Thank you. And guys, in Mr. Stewart's words, let him know. Reach out to him, email him, text him, call him. Let him know how you view Pocahontas Island from the outside. He has been in it. He's been rolling up his sleeves and doing the work. And, we don't always get to enjoy it from this side. But let him know how much we appreciate him.
Text me too, miss. That same phone number can be texted.
And text him and let him know that we love him. Give him the strength to this last chapter in his life. Let us restore these properties that he owns. We want to talk about Black ownership. We are meeting a man who owns an island right here in Petersburg.
Yeah,
let's make sure that he has what he needs and that we trust his leadership to get the job done. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you. Peace be unto you.
All right. Thank you.
I hope we did all right.